Every year, millions of Australians go looking for a new car. They've got a budget, a list of needs, maybe a vague idea of what they want. And they walk into a market with more than 60 brands and 550 models all competing for their attention. That's a lot of noise. We're here to cut through it. I'm Fian, Managing Editor at Carsales, and this is the New Car Buyer's Guide. The New Car Buyer's Guide isn't a Car of the Year award. It's not about handing out a trophy to whoever sent the flashiest press release. We've looked at how buyers are actually searching to shape the 5 categories we've chosen: city cars, family SUVs, tradie vehicles, off-road 4x4s, and electric vehicles. In each one, we've shortlisted the vehicles worth your attention and named one top pick that we think should be right at the top of your list. That's 25 vehicles in total, hand-picked from everything available in Australian showrooms right now. Vehicles you can walk in and buy today. How do we pick them? Every category has its own weighted criteria, because what matters to a family SUV buyer is completely different from what matters to a tradie shopping for a ute or someone looking for their first EV. Family SUVs, 5 of the best you can buy in Australia in 2026. Let's get into it. The Hyundai Santa Fe is one of the most striking family SUVs to arrive in Australia in years. Hyundai didn't just update the previous generation, they completely redesigned it, and the result is boxy, upright, and deliberately spacious because of it. The tailgate opens square, there are 7 seats and a big 628-litre boot, and the hybrid system is well suited to suburban driving. It can run on electric power at lower speeds, which is where many families spend most of their time doing the shopping or the school run. Pricing from around $55,000 plus on roads, 5-star ANCAP safety rating, dual screens, and a 360-degree camera are standard across the range. But 2 things to know about before you test drive one. The driver attention monitoring system is thorough. It's doing its job, but it can feel a little persistent on longer drives. Worth getting a feel for it on your test drive. And there's also a very interesting XRT off-road pack that jacks up the ride height, does a whole bunch of meaningful changes, but it adds between $7,000 and $11,000 depending on the grade. Worth factoring that in when comparing the specs. The Kia Sorento has grown into a rather upmarket 7-seat family SUV. The range spans from around $51,000 to $86,000 plus on-road costs, with diesel, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid options. The diesel is worth highlighting. It's $5,000 less than the equivalent all-wheel drive plugless hybrid, and it returns strong real-world fuel economy and can cover around 1,200 Ks on a single tank. For families who regularly drive long distances, coastal holidays, regional travel, that kind of range matters. Fold the 3rd row and the boot opens up to 608 litres. Plus, it has a strong 7-year unlimited kilometre warranty, and the Australian tuned suspension makes it feel far more agile than its size suggests. One thing to be aware of, the Sorento does not have curtain airbags covering the 3rd seating row. So if your children regularly travel in those rear seats on longer trips, that's important context to weigh alongside the overall 5-star ANCAP safety rating. If you've got 2 kids, maybe a dog, and an honest reckoning with the fact that you probably don't actually need 7 seats, the Kia Sportage is definitely worth a closer look. It's a 5-seat mid-size family SUV that doesn't make you pay for the space you don't need. The variant to focus on is the hybrid all-wheel drive. Front drive variants start from around $44,000 plus on-road costs, but these all-wheel drive hybrid ones are more expensive. But it is a much better car. The 2026 model also switches to a smoother gearbox. The previous version could feel hesitant in stop-start traffic. The new one doesn't, and that is a meaningful improvement for city and suburban driving. 5-star ANCAP safety rating, 7-year unlimited kilometre warranty, and strong fuel economy for the segment in the hybrids. But real-world fuel economy does sit a little bit above the official figure. It's competitive, but worth having realistic expectations if economy is a priority. And the top spec GT line hybrid all-wheel drive pushes past $60,000, which puts it in Santa Fe and Sorento territory. And at that point, it's worth doing a proper comparison across the range before you commit. The Subaru Outback has always occupied its own lane. Not quite a wagon, not quite an SUV. The 2026 generation leans more clearly into the SUV territory, and the Wilderness version is where it gets really interesting. Starting from around $60,000 plus on-road costs, the Wilderness model is a family car that's equally at home on a fire trail as it is in peak hour traffic. You've got water repellent upholstery, 580 litres of boot space, that's big, and Subaru's eyesight safety system is standard and well regarded. Plus a 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty with 5 years of cap price servicing for around $2,300. But a couple of things to be clear about. It hasn't yet received a formal ANCAP rating for this generation. If that score matters to you, it's worth noting. And if you need 7 seats, this is not your car. The Outback is for families who want adventure capability without giving up daily practicality. And it does that well. The Mitsubishi Outlander starts from just under $40,000 plus on-road costs and has the most accessible 7-seater on this list, starting from around $45,000. Like the Kia Sorento, Mitsubishi has specifically tuned its family SUV for Aussie road conditions, which shows in how it rides day to day. It's comfortable, but controlled. The headline is the warranty, 10 years and 200,000 kilometres, provided you service it at a Mitsubishi dealer. That is the longest factory warranty available in this segment in Australia. A plug-in hybrid variant is also on offer from around $60,000 if that suits your situation and budget. You get a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. The active safety systems are comprehensive, but spend time with them on your test drive to get a feel for how they work in regular conditions. This is a bugbear for a lot of buyers these days. The main trade-off is fuel consumption. The standard petrol Outlander uses more fuel than any other of its hybrid competitors on this list. And the engine runs 91 RON unleaded. That's the cheapest fuel you can buy, which helps you save a little bit at the pump. But if outright efficiency is a priority, it's worth comparing directly against the Sportage or Santa Fe hybrid models. 5 cars, 5 different answers to what a family SUV should be in 2026. The Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. This is the space and tech benchmark. Bold design, genuine 7-seat practicality, and a hybrid system that works hard in the suburbs. The Kia Sorento diesel, the long distance case, over 1,200 kilometres of range, $5,000 less than the hybrid equivalent, and a suspension tune that makes it feel a lot smaller than it actually is. The Kia Sportage hybrid all-wheel drive is the right-sized option. 5 seats done properly, a smoother transmission in the 2026 model, and strong efficiency for a petrol-electric SUV. The Subaru Outback is the wild card, a wagon SUV for families who want some adventure capability without giving up daily livability. And the Mitsubishi Outlander, the long game choice. The most affordable entry point, the longest warranty in the segment, and a low 5-year servicing cost. Our top pick in the family SUV category is the Hyundai Santa Fe. Across the criteria that matter most, practicality, safety, running costs, and how well the car serves a busy family, the Santa Fe delivers the most complete package. It's not the cheapest option and it doesn't have the longest warranty, but if you need a car to handle everything, it makes for a very strong case. This is one of 5 categories in our 2026 New Car Buyer's Guide. If this isn't the right category for you, then one of the others probably is. We've covered city cars, family SUVs, off-road 4x4s, tradie vehicles, and electric vehicles, and you can check out the full guides at carsales.com.au.